Alright, just to do a quick recap. So, after the hours of time spent, we're going to be pulling these two mothball ships around so I can repair them, because I eventually want both of them into the fleet. We've got a Valkyrie for helping with ground assaults. We've got a hauler, as phased hauler, so as stealth hauler of a sort. A fuel tanker, a ship to help us with salvaging. We have got 3 shielded cargo, small combat freighters, a shepherd, which is also to help with salvaging and also surveying. We've got another combat freighter over here with shielded cargo once again. We've got 5 wolves and a wolf leader in the Medusa. We've got 1 setup hammerhead, and these are basically 3 brawlers. 2 what are they called? Let's pop in there. Oh, tell me. Oh, Enforcer classes, there we are. And then a Manticore. So those are our brawlers. With Ridiculous Spanner is more standoffish, but it's still sort of in that role. 2 Condors as backup carriers. We've got an Eagle as one of the only real frontline big ships. We've got a missile cruiser. And finally, we have got the main carrier. I have already saved the cave. All contacts are in one place. As far as I know, there is no distinction between active and potential, except later. The latter disappears over time. Right, okay. Right, but it said I'm already developing my contact with... Ah, there we are, so... importance, medium, importance, high... Right, okay, so I'm going to have to just look through them to find out whether I'm developing that contact or not. Type Underworld. Another Underworld. You're a trade contact. Underworld. So what kind of quests do Underworld contacts give then? Can I not specifically cycle through the... That's vexing. Got loads of Underworld ones, but I think I want to go and see you. Where are you? Develop. Confirm. There we go. You are on Umbra. Okay. Let's go and see if you've got anything to chat about. There we go. You're a commodity agent. You're a smuggler. Let's see what kind of jobs you got. Do you have any work for me? Let's see here. I have a large stockpile of surplus volatiles available at a low price. Ask about the surplus volatiles. It would come out to, she squints, 58 units of volatiles for 110 per unit. If you can help me clear out this warehouse, it'll do me a real favour. Your fleet's holds can accommodate an additional 3,255 units. Total price is very little. I accept. There we are. Has increased. Pirates has improved by 2. Okay, so we're just going to be effectively running this for a little while. So I got them for 110. Let's go and have a look at how much they would sell for. Really, they'll sell for 130 here. Alright, but I would rather find somewhere that I could sell them for a lot. Yeah, I could sell them over at Syndria. Okay, as for drugs, I can't sell them at Syndria, but I could sell them at Volturn. For 320, but I would be buying them for 317. Oh no, I'd be buying them for 177. I mean, maybe. Does anything actually affect the pirates? Like, if I just buy everything from them directly like this, would this realistically hurt my reputation with them for buying off the black market? I don't think it would it? Also, I really need to drop things off. As you may notice, I never sell anything. Also, I sneeze. I'm allergic to not selling things. Have I read these? Assume so. How hard would I say this game is to get into? I don't think it is a hard game at all to get into, honestly. I own a total of 3 of these. Oh no, 3 of this type. Is there any way to see if I've actually learned them? Or is it just a case that I can't use it, is how I know. Not sure about pirates. I know buying, selling stuff on the open market with your transponder on for a large sum will get maybe 1 or 2 points of relation. Okay. Oh, LPCs can't be learnt. Can they not? Oh, no, of course they can't. No, this is what you load onto your ship for it to build them. Right. My bad. Yes, you're quite correct. I was being a dumb. Alright, well. I would like to purchase all of this. Unit price is 180. 55k, that's fine. I'm going to grab it, chunk, and then we are going to quickly head over to Volturn. Map. There we go. Now, how do I just go there? There we are. Laying in a course. Going to keep my transponder off for now. In fact, I might even... we don't need to be quiet about it anymore. Sustained burn. Try and avoid... I do not remember how to control this at all. Just to let you know. There's every possibility we're going to go all over the place. Uh-oh, they might follow me in. Here's complete on Surround Assault. Kinda wanna sneak in here if I can. Anyone notice me until I'm right on top of this place. Because I don't really want to be caught selling a bunch of drugs to a place that doesn't want you to sell drugs. Right. The fleet goes into orbit around Volturn, ignoring requests from the Sindrian Diktat Port Authority to identify yourself. No Sindrian Diktat patrols seem to be aware of you just yet, and you have a window of opportunity for doing business with parties untroubled by your lack of docking clearance. Good. There you go. Thank you. And I can't sell those, but that made me a tidy sum. Good enough. Could buy some Volturnian lobster if I really wanted to. I don't really think I need to. And with that, we can skedaddle, I think. Let's leave this way. Okay, so that basically just paid for the month's expenses. Alright, so where are we going with this cargo then? Honestly, Sindria would be fine. Pirates want me to survey some ice worlds. That would also be fine. Alright, let's pop my transponder on. We are law-abiding people without a bunch of narcotics in our cargo hold. What's this around there? Alright. No, that's not what I meant to do. Why am I interdicting? Did I just tell him to interdict? God damn it, I did. Oh, that's going to annoy them. Yeah. My bad. I pressed 6 instead of 5. They're going to be like, why did you stop us? Are you going to attack us? Like, no. I didn't mean to. I'm trying to get out of Dodge as quick as they can. I'm currently losing 4 supplies a day. Oh, wow. I did not have supplies with me. That was very silly of me. Right. Sell all of that. Happy to confirm. And I'm going to buy a... I should have bought a wallop load of these while I was able to. Umbra has it for... It's rough, but it isn't awful. See, I kind of need a lot. I don't want to pay 300,000 though. How big is the overall map? It's absolutely enormous. I know that doesn't really help, but I don't have a more useful way to show you. This is what you've just seen me moving around is a single solar system. And how do I get up to this further out? I'm just turning everything on. I'm not actually getting anywhere. Oh, there we are, sector. So that's a single star. This is the map. The core systems in vanilla are kind of nailed down. And then the outer systems are procedural. But let's have a look at intel. The pirates want us to check out some things. Syndrome Dictat. They want analyze supply cache. What are the pirates looking for? I've got combat results. Survey an ice world. It's actually not that far away. Pirate activity over there. Pirate base. Pirate base exact location. I'm not going to be dealing with them at all. But I wouldn't mind going and surveying this for the pirates. I'll have 120 days to complete. How far out is that? Tell me where? Beta... Oh, Delta Marathon. So I should be able to get to Delta Marathon and back. This inner ring is basically half my fuel range. So I'd be able to fly out and fly back on the fuel that I've got comfortably. I could always drop by to Nachikata? Nachikata? I'm not sure. That's a decent fuel location. Yeah, we can do that, I think. Let's have a look in here. Got quartermaster. Ooh. What are you up to? I mean, do you have any work for me? Let's see. I'm in need of watchful eyes on Ranger Complex. Deploying a small spy satellite should be sufficient. I need to move some luxury goods to Hesperus without the involvement of the authorities. I've acquired the latest hegemony facility defense security codes. They could provide a significant edge in a ground operation. I built a foolproof plan to steal a military ship from a hangar in local orbit. The buyer fell through, so I could sell you the info. You'd need to pull off the job yourself, though. Let's go about the spy sat. Like I said, I need eyes on Ragnar Complex in the Valhalla system. I do it myself, but it would be inconvenient to be caught there, even in orbit. Got a bit of a record. She smiles like a predator, a little too proud. Probably best not to inquire. I'll provide the spy sat package. Make sure that no patrols are on your tail when you deploy it in orbit. Easy as robbing a Luddite pilgrimage. Pay us 51,000 credits. So you want it around... Show intel. Show on map. Okay, there is a ring here. So, the reason why that's important is I can hide in a ring. Also, the nav boy is over there. I can use... there's also the relay. I can use these to pull any guarding fleets away and then duck back into the ring, move back around and try and deploy the spy satellite. How long would I have to do it? I think I'll accept. Okay. 120 days. Okay. At the comm link and leave. Right, so first place we're going to go to is going to be up here. Do a survey. I should have enough people for that. So we're going to autopilot our way over there. Don't go through the corona, please. Bad. Naughty. Naughty bad. So go to the Syndrian jump point over here. Or jump to hyperspace. Once we're out, I will kill my transponder. I won't be moving slowly. That will look ship. I think I'll quickly have a quick gander at you. Explore. We're going to just begin the salvage operation. Actually, what is it? Wayfarer, no. Just salvage it. Take the bits and bobs. Right, in terms of where we're going. Now, if I flip on... Where was it? Starscape. This will give me an actual view of the storms. So it's a little bit lighter going up through here, but this is not the best route to go. Up past Zargan. Straight up. Okay, so... I can always go stealth to slow down if I want to. Try and make our way up there as fast as I can. There we go. We're speeding up now. We're out of the cloud. Yeah, disabling sustained burn will allow me to change course a lot faster. That's a good point. Don't need it for the journey I'm making right now, but that is a very good point. I'm losing 69 fuel per day. I should be okay. The annoying thing around here is I have to cross that bloody... I'm going to have to emergency burn, I think. To make sure I don't get pulled off. No, come on. No, 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 damn it. No, no! I had wanted that to burn in this direction, please and thank you. There we go. That was very annoying. I hadn't pressed the right key. I pressed 8 instead of 0. That's the second time I've done that. Well, go back to sustain burn. Also, why is my transponder on? I meant to turn that off. Yeah, I just got yoinked. That's exactly what just happened. Very rude, I say. Very, very bloody rude. Right, okay, so this is Delta Marathon. I do believe this is where I need to be. Let's bring up my intel. Artifact over there. Accepted, there we go. Go. Accept. I'm already here at this point. I just need to head in there. I know which ones are which. I don't think I've ever been here before, so I don't know what they look like to know which one I need to go to. Go dark. I'm just going to double check again what exactly is it wanted. I post a reward for show on map. That one. Okay. Okay, this is a Luddic Path military base. Interesting. I kind of want to hit all of these up, but I have accepted the other mission. We don't need to hide in here, I don't think. I just won't turn my transponder on, so they shouldn't be able to see me. I wouldn't mind bouncing around, though, and getting at least a bit of information. Ooh. Faction Persian League. And I could always take out the nav boy. That is going to bring attention my way, but I mean, it's Luddic Path. Do I really care? Whoop. Built using the best technology available in the sector, Navboy monitors the in-system hyperfield and is capable of transmitting its findings to friendly fleets in the system. The data is often somewhat unreliable, but still useful in making on-the-fly drive field adjustments. I could take control and that'll draw them out, or I could just hack it and then I get the benefit as well. Yep. Wait. Which is the Luddic? Which one is the faction and which one is the kind of extremist organization of the Luddites? Hey, Broken Ramonic, how you doing? Half is the terrorists. Okay. Proceed. Okay, it's not under my... I could just break it for salvage, but I kind of want them to come out here. Also, I kind of want the use of it. Now we are slow. So I'll turn that off. Personal bounty. Oop. 76k. Nastiness. Alright, perform a survey. It does not cost us very much. We've got on a lot of things. Yeah, we're down to only 5. I don't think it can go much lower than this. This has got low gravity, extreme cold, no atmosphere, darkness. Perform survey. Okay, gained 100 experience. Continue. I'm not setting anything up here, no. There we go. Piracy has improved by 5. Fantastic. Making progress, chat. Making progress. Should I check everything else here? Probably should. I'm going to do a sensor ping. It might not be the smartest move. Okay. Didn't find anything nearby. Fair enough. We may as well survey everything. But that gave us 30 grand, so... Not going to find much over here either, I very much doubt. I strongly suspect we'll find almost nothing out here. But clearing out another system is always nice. Removes it from my list of places to check for potential sites to set up colonies. And it costs me basically nothing to do. And I gain a decent bit of experience from it, so. Right, we've got a couple of places over here, actually. And we can swing back through. Actually, there's no way out. Ooh. I wonder if anyone wants to buy that from me. Makeshift comm relay, makeshift sensor range would be good. The only thing I'm worried about is that the time I'm spending up here is time I'm not deploying the spy set. I've already burnt off almost 30 days. Maybe I should just go down there and do it, because I don't know how long it's going to take me. That said, 30 days is basically the travel time getting over here. Program 1, it says, I had a wretched night's sleep, but the stream is immediately lifting my spirits. Thank you. You're more than welcome. Very glad to be of service. Also, Aavak, this is a bit late due to me having chat issues when I was relevant, but in regards to the slipstream you were struggling with earlier, for some reason, sustained burn makes it very hard to cross slipstreams. You shouldn't need emergency burn, just switch off. Oh, of course, because I was turning awfully. That makes sense. Activity. Let's have a look at you. Okay. Oh. Alright, that's not too bad. Ultra rich rare ore deposit. Okay, leave. Now we're not playing Nexarelin, so I don't need to worry too much about giving away information. I may as well just go grab these and then head my way out. I feel so slow. So slow. There are bounties around. Bounties are usually put on pirates, though. The only thing is, if they were putting it on the Luddic path, I wouldn't mind. Overload the array to emit a neutrino burst, uncovering nearby slipstreams. That's new. Hack. Proceed. Actually, no, take control. There was something on the path of base, and I think that's unfortunate. I think that's just because it's telling me that this base is is valuable. Pirate base exact location known. Let's see, Luddic path. Luddic path base. Oh, bounty. Oh. I'm not really sure that we've got a fleet capable of taking on a base, though. I can always have a look. It wouldn't be awful. It's more that they've offered a bounty. That's what safe scanning is for. No, we don't do that here. I really don't think my current fleet would handle a station. Okay, absolutely boring. I would need to get much more punchy ships, I think, to take on a station. I don't know, like, if a carrier fleet would, or rather a carrier-centric fleet, would ever really do well against a station. I can't imagine so. Even a low-level station would probably be too much for us. more, and then we're heading out. You can kill most stations entirely carrying? Oh, really? Okay, well, I'll bear that in mind. Ooh, scattered ruins. Okay, consider other factors. You're not aware of other factors. Go back. Leave. Explore the ruins. There we go. Cargo manifest found by the salvage crews sent to the surface indicates the presence of a quantity of transplutonic ore likely to be found if proper salvage operations are conducted. Okay, I've got resource recovery effectiveness is 184%, 25% base effectiveness, plus 75% heavy machinery is available, plus 50% salvaging skill, which I have, plus 34% fleet-wide salvaging capability, and the correct amount of crews available. Your fleet also has a 25% bonus to the amount of fuel recovered. The recovery effectiveness does not affect the chance of finding rare things. Begin the salvage. Yeah, well, the fuel isn't too terribly bad. I shall take it all, thank you. Gained a nice chonky bit of experience as well. Second, was someone back there? No, it doesn't look like it. Let's make a move. Ooh, fantastic. Ridiculous Spanner just got its engines repaired. Ah, you ridiculous Spanner. Oh, there we are. Cool. The hammerhead, yep. God, I wish we were faster. This burns. It freezes. Are phase transports particularly inefficient? I wouldn't know, honestly. Alright, we kind of want to get down here to be able to get the best deals. There's very little difference between Sindria and Nachiketa, but Nachiketa is in the direction we're going. Just down here. Right, let's go. Really enjoy the music in this game. Going straight across, please. Whoosh. Okay. Turn her off. Turn yourself out of this stupid thing. Thank you. Problem is it reorients your ships as you go through it. Probably going to go straight through this, so I'm going slow down. Because going slow through a storm doesn't run any risk of hurting you. It's good enough. Much like going through an asteroid belt. We're almost there. Only a few days. Right, let's turn on my transponder for the time being. As the hegemony will get very, very, very upset if I show up and they can't tell who I am. Going dark. Just to move through. Who be you? Bounty hunter. Do I feel like having a fight? The independents aren't super happy with me, if I'm honest. I could probably have a fight with them without it affecting my reputation too much, though. What do you think, chap? Since I've gone dark when I entered, well, I don't know. I was probably already within their sensor range, so they know who I am. Let's say hello. Indicators are that it's aware of your identity despite your... Yeah, well, that's fine. Leave. They already knew who I was because I passed nearby, or rather when they... I already had my transponder on when I was approaching them. Go. Now then. So... again, just make sure I'm in the right place. Show on map. I want to be this jump point. I'll drop in here. Have a peek around. Hello. Okay. What I want is that. I have to try and maneuver over there without them knowing. This is what I would want to try and pull them over to it. I might be able to do this without having to do too much funny business. Right now I can see who can see me. I just want to be outside of their range before I engage my cloak. In fact, the best place for me to be realistically would be in the asteroid belt first. And from here, in terms of whether someone can see me, like, sensing me now is extremely difficult. Is this still going to keep me dark? Yes, it is. Oh, that's perfect. This is actually about as good as it could be. But they are there. They're kind of patrolling. Uh-oh. Of course they're going to be patrolling them. Now the thing is, as long as I can get in there without anyone noticing, and it doesn't matter if, as long as I basically drop the cargo before anyone can do anything. But I don't know if I'm going to get there. It's going to rotate out into the asteroid belt in a moment, so that might be my best chance. In fact, if I wait here, that's probably going to be my best chance. But they are getting close. Because right now I've got the benefit of both the... oh no. No. Bad, naughty. Right now I've got the benefit of both the asteroid belt and this cloud here. What I really want to do is get them away by drawing them away with a sensor ping or something. Thing about these kinds of missions is a lot of it is just holding your nerve. Get in there and do it now. Pop. Deploy the spy sat. Leave. Right, now if I turn on my transponder at this point, it shouldn't cause any issues. Sure. Attention, your fleet matches the profile of a suspected smuggler posted by Ragnar Complex authorities. You're hereby ordered to submit your cargo stamp. That's fine, I've got nothing on me. At least I don't think I have. Well, everything looks clean this time. Comms link is cut before you have a chance to respond. There we go. And that's that. Leave. You can pop in. Yeah, this nebula was amazingly convenient for us. It's absolutely bonkers convenient. Alright, how much is this fuel? It's not that expensive. I could sell all of this. I literally don't need them. You can go ahead and have them all. If you do this in Nexarellan, they might actually just go out there and colonize it, so you don't always want to. I can sell pretty much any of this because it's of no value to... It doesn't make me much. I'm losing so much due to the tariffs, but that's fine. Being on relatively good terms with them means that you can get away with being a little bit more shady as a consequence. However, chat, it is time for me to have a tea break. We're finally doing stuff in the game, so... it took us a while to get here, I know. If you're watching this over an Aavak After Hours, you probably only perceive 2 hours of having passed. But for chat, it's been 5 hours and 58 minutes. We had a very extensive ship refitting character creation session. It was super intense. There was like montage music and everything. However, it is time now for a tea break. I urge you to go and grab yourselves a drink, if you haven't already. And when I return, I will be asking you what you're drinking. So, only fun answers, please. And what exactly were we doing, chat? That is actually a good question. I guess I could visit the dockside bar. Oh, actually, no, I need to visit the dockside bar. We can talk to the woman haranguing the official about the increased pirate rates. No, because then the woman will impress upon us a need to deal with those pirate rates, and we're trying to make the pirates like us, which would kind of work against us when you think about it. Though, whilst we've been out and about, how much has our fleet been repaired? We've got 2 D mods over here, 1 there, and these are getting better. Little by little, bit by bit, but they are getting better. Sal Raiders, are you familiar with Starsector? It's a bit of a game to explain, but I could give it a try if you are completely unfamiliar. If you are, I actually recommend that you check this out, Sal. I think it would be right up your alley. It's a mix of... the game is kind of split into 2 parts. You kind of got the main overworld game. It's the theme is kind of post-apocalypse future, spacefaring humanity. There had been a cataclysm, which it's fairly common fare in sci-fi tropes and stuff like that. There was a gate network and that broke, and then it orphaned a bunch of planets and systems. And so this area that we're in, I forget which part of the galaxy or which galaxy we're in, but effectively we're very far away from the support of the home systems, and in a particularly funny but also kind of worryingly possibly accurate turn of events, all of the heavily automated infrastructure and production on these worlds suddenly stopped working because they couldn't reach HQ to validate that people had the correct license keys to print the farm machinery or food or medicines, as the case may be, and so they simply wouldn't. And as a consequence, the many billions probably people who were living in these systems became a few million people living in these systems because DRM killed the future, which I think is shockingly hilarious and terrifyingly possible. Persian Sector, thank you very much, Ionic Naga. But yeah, literally, they were like factories and massive manufacturing complexes that could have easily sustained the population and built tools, built new spaceships, possibly even solved the problem. But they wouldn't do it because no one had a license or couldn't validate the licenses that they had. So yeah, the kind of the world broke down. Yeah, the Luddite space jihadists dropping space stations on planets didn't help either, Doctor of be it. That's a very good point. But so this is effectively the post-apocalypse, like I said. Factions have re-emerged. Some of them are kind of born of the old empire. Others have risen around, you know, populist heroes, so on and so forth. We play as a lone space captain. And there is like a main plot through the game, but much like Skyrim, you don't need to do it. It is very optional, not even really that suggested. You may eventually go to it, you might not. You can do everything from running your own colonies, building your own fleet, to directly taking part in combat, doing space trading, doing space espionage. The combat is actually really involved, and the game is split into two parts. Everything outside the combat, and these are two very focused systems that interact in a way, but they are basically two separate games. One is a very kind of macro scale strategy game, and the other is a very tightly focused tactics game. To give you an idea of the kind of ships and the likes, this is the refitting screen. This is my current fleet. Some of these are civilian ships, some are in repairs, like trading ships, haulers, tankers. Then I have small frigates, and you can zoom in, you can replace items on them. In fact, I can just buy items from the various planets. Some of these are illegal because I would only be able to buy them off the black market at this current world. Some I could buy directly from the world. Very many different ships in the game. A shocking amount, actually. And different ships have different like hard points on them. The hulls themselves are kind of defined by their hard points and their basic stats, and perhaps the kind of the gimmick of the ship. For example, this has a burn drive, so it can rapidly accelerate in combat for a short duration. And it's entirely up to you to load them however you want, to kind of set the loadout, possibly set some officers that you have in your fleet that you've trained up. Some might be run by yourself, and in fact, if it is, you've got a skill tree to work off, as do the officers, but it's a much more stripped down version, a little bit more random. In the refit screen, you can, in fact, just quickly run a simulation if you really want to do. So for the sake of showing you, let's go ahead and run a little simulation. So I'm going to bring in one of mine right there. It's worth 20 points. Let's find something of equivalent value, more or less. I mean, like this, sure. Right, deploy. Now, I'm not going to control this directly. I'm just going to have the AI do it. But I've basically told it to use autopilot, so the AI is just going to fight this fight. But you can look around, and all of this that you're seeing right now in a main game, you would be controlling all of this yourself. All of the kind of weapons ranges, because I've told this to run on its own, I'm not as able to showcase everything, but raising shields, various types of weapons, ballistics, lasers, so on and so forth. It's actually a really involved combat system. A very fun combat system, actually. Are you ever actually going to get in close and properly fight? Or do you refuse? Really? Interesting. Our ship just doesn't want to fight. It fills me with sadness. In terms of the mining, there's no direct mining, like just going out and mining asteroids, but you can mine on planets that you colonize and set up the industry to do as much. That's actually, I kind of want those to be linked, if I'm perfectly honest. Will you ever just get it? There we go. Are you gonna... There we are. But you're about to flux out, unfortunately, so I'm not sure that's wise. Yeah, there we go. And now that the shield is dropped, this enemy is taking the opportunity to just dump all of its ordnance into ours. The assault, I guess the ship just doesn't want to use its assault cannons. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to really show you a very good fight there. Let me see if I can't find something else for you. Let's try one of these. One of the simulation there. Usually in a fight, you'll be controlling a specific thing, and you'll also be giving them tactical commands as well, which will change things up a little bit. Let's throw in... Sure, we'll put in a fighter deploy. Once again, we'll just tell you to do full autopilot. Mods add mining with the fleet, but it's not strongly involved. Colonies can mine and use mined stuff to sell it. Yes, indeed they can. Taking out those fighters already. Good maneuvering with the shield. But this ship is really a brawler. It needs to get in close. Once it's there, it can deliver quite a lot of flux. So we've already overwhelmed their engine, well, their reactors, their flux potential. You could think of it like heat buildup. The other way you can think of it is like respiration, much like we consume oxygen and then produce CO2, and we need to get rid of that before it builds up too much in our lungs. Flux is kind of a similar concept. Well, that went a lot better. That went a lot better. Kind of wish the other ship had done that, frankly. I wonder why it was so standoffish. Oh, damn it. Is it because you're... Yeah, you're steady. Really do need you to be aggressive. Should I spend a story point to make them aggressive? I think so. I think so. I could also move from polarized armor to ordnance. So instead of maximum damage reduction by armor increased by 85 to 90, we'd go for +2 flux dissipation per ordnance point spent on weapons. +20 flux capacity per ordnance spent on weapons. So this would give the ship a little bit more. Or I could do damage control, target analysis. It's a bit of a tricky one, but I think this will be a better setup. So finish that, and then let's run the simulation again. We're gonna throw you in against another enemy, much the same, and pause. This time I might give some commands, because usually we'd be fighting in a large fleet. Now, will you being more aggressive actually change this battle much? Yes, it will. You've almost fluxed them out already. Okay. That was going much better. Those laser beams aren't really able to increase our hard flux. They're not very good at rising the flux of an enemy. Notice how the flux isn't increasing, but the projectile weapons are. There we go. And we suddenly have a significant advantage in this fight. They have managed to cause some EM damage, because these beams can kind of pass through the shields with a small chance. But the difference in being aggressive, putting an aggressive commander on a ship that's meant to be aggressive, who'd have known it would make a difference? They were a little bit dangerous there. You gonna vent your flux? No, you're just gonna let the flux drop. They've still got... There we are. They're out of missiles at this point. I would imagine on the next pass, this is going to be over. They've got nothing really to threaten this ship with anymore. There we go. And pop. Well, that certainly made a bit of a difference. Not too bad. Also, I think we're going to change the weapon groups. I kind of like the assault chain guns to fire together. And the Sabo SRMs to fire at the same time. The ion pulse laser should fire separately, as should the heavy burst laser. There you go. As for you, I want to set up your weapon groups similarly different. Now, I almost want... Let me check. How fast can these move? The speed is medium. Speed over here is slow. Speed is very fast. So I'm almost tempted to have the harpoons and the squall fire at the same time. And these can be separate. Something like that. Desiree, it definitely looks complicated, and there's a lot that you can dive down into if you want to really kind of embrace how complicated it can be. However, I don't think it's complicated, personally. Let's have a quick simulation of how this one goes. So that's a 20-pointer. I guess I could put... Have you got a 20-pointer that I could put it against? Something similar? Not really. In that case, I guess I'll pop you against you. This is going to be a rougher fight, though, because that's really a brawler, and my missile ship is not a brawler. But let's have a watch of how it would go down. But I don't expect much. This is a poor matchup. Okay, rockets away. Actually, it's almost fluxed it out. Wow. But yeah. This is really not a ship designed for fighting a ship like this. It is pretty much over. But that's the importance of having a varied fleet. And one last showcase. Let's have a look at this. So we've got the Cyclone missile launchers. I kind of want them to fire together, but flat cannon. Wow, why is this all alternating like that? It's kind of wild.